home buyers are getting cold feet when it comes to actually pulling the trigger on purchasing a house. There's new data out this week from Redfin. It shows home purchase cancellations are at near record highs. Some of the areas that saw a boom in population during and post-pandemic are the places where people are backing out the most. NewsNation's Alicia Nieves has been looking at the numbers. Alicia, good morning. What's causing people to back out of these deals?
It's actually not that surprising to me that those who are kind of stopping short of the finish line are people who are citing a lot of concern and uncertainty when it comes to the economy. You're talking more than 15% of all home sales fell out of contract in October. That's the most recent month of data that we have available, and that's a two-year high, nearly 30% higher than pre-pandemic levels. Prior to today, that 15% cancellation rate has only been eclipsed about 6 times in the past decade. And so realtors are saying the economy, the main factor here, you're talking, high housing costs, stubbornly high interest rates, and then don't forget that cooling labor market that we talk about a lot. It's also a buyer's market right now, meaning that, those that back out of one deal, they're assuming they can find a better deal on a house they might like a little bit more. They have more options now. With hundreds of thousands of Americans backing out of these deals, existing home sales actually fell 1% year over year now. And despite it being a buyer's market, the market itself hasn't caught up yet because home prices, those continue to go up. The national median home sale price in November was $409,000 and $200. That's more than 1% increase from October, and the 29th, get this, 29th consecutive month that we have seen home prices rise. Real estate analysts are saying that overall sales, those have largely stagnated since 2023, when around 4 million homes were sold each year, well short of the pace that was historically been seen, more than 5 million per year.
I'm curious where we're seeing this. Where are people backing out in the country? What areas?
It's kind of what you said there. Those houses that were going for sale in, areas during the pandemic that people could work remotely. That's kind of what we're seeing here. Unsurprisingly, it's the same places, again, that we saw this huge influx during the pandemic. San Antonio, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Worth, Texas, Las Vegas, Jacksonville, Tampa, Orlando were the only cities with more than 20% cancel rate in October. According to Redfin, buyers specifically in Florida have cited an increased amount of natural disasters as being part of the reason, leading to the skyrocketing insurance that we've talked about in the show before. And then those HOA fees are as a reason for canceling their pending deals. Meanwhile, buyers outside of the Sun Belt, they're sticking with their contract. 8 cities post cancellation rates that are less than 10%. Nassau County, New York, San Francisco were a few of the cities with 5% rate of buyers just backing out of their pending sales. So Redfin looked at the top 50 cities and metro areas that are canceling those rates and found that the lowest cancellation rates were largely the ones based around tech sector and companies that have back to office policies now.
Really complete turnaround from what we saw at the pandemic.
Yeah, 100%. People working remote, they could go farther parts of the country. Companies have backed out of that, and now they're having to kind of relocate. You
have to go back to the office, guys.
Yeah. Like we have been forever.
We never left.
We never left.
Nieves, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.